Hey, what's up, Rounders? It's time for the 4 o'clock toast. We are, as predictable, behind schedule, as I am usually doing something else, or we're trying out a new technology, first time, and I've never used this before. And my special guest, it is Friday. We have a special guest toast, so I'll let him introduce himself in a second. But it's been a little bit of a crazy day, to say the least. So we're using a system that is allowing us to simultaneously do Facebook Live and YouTube Live. So will it work? I don't know. I haven't seen any thumbs up. Usually we have fans that are jumping on, but I'm not sure if it's happening at this point. So anyway, we'll just get on with the program. And why don't you introduce yourself, Damon? Tell everybody who you are and what you do and why you're here.
You got it. What's up, everybody? Damon St. Alborn, a.k.a. St. Prometheus of Stereo Titans, your Phillies comic book rock band. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. I'm the vocalist, and if anything, I've been called the prankster, the Titan of Fire. I stole fire from Zeus, all that good stuff. So that's who I am, and some of y'all came to the shows, and y'all see what we do, and y'all definitely see what I do. So that's me.
So how long have the Stereo Titans been around?
Man, Stereo Titans have been around, I would say probably for a good, it's 2021. That's crazy. It's like kids growing up. It's like, hey, how are you getting so grown?
Well, speaking of 2021, when we check IDs now, we just look to make sure their birth year starts with a 19, and we don't even have to bother wondering about if it's 19, like, you're good.
That's pretty bad, man. That's pretty bad.
Yeah.
That's kind of like asking, all right, did Han shoot first, or that'll determine.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah,
So
but I would say about like it's been about a good 6 years, maybe
6
5
years.
6 years.
Okay.
Yep.
How'd you guys all form? How did Stereo Titans come together?
Well, what happened was myself and the guitarist Gab. He also goes by Hyperion, Hyper Gab. We were in another band called Grind City, which was a hip hop rock band, and we were doing some good touring and stuff like that. And as that band was coming to an end, Gab and I just continued to keep it moving, and all the ideas that we didn't get a chance to do with the other band, we said, hey, we're not getting any younger, and let's make sure that we, go balls to the walls and do everything that we said we wanted to do. So with that being said, we also had to recruited our bass player from Grind City, and he wasn't too cool with the cohesiveness of like the comic book and assuming characters and masking up and outfits. So we did have a good brother by the name of Chris, who y'all know is Kronos now, that
Yep.
He assumed the role, he committed to it, and I mean, he takes it to a whole new level. And Mark O'Kanis, he came into the picture, amazing drummer, and I mean, he definitely cracks the whip on us, because Titans are destructive,
Right.
and pretty, easily distracted. So, and then our DJ, he goes by Ken Chaos, DJ Ghetto, very, very well known underground DJ on the tables. Not just the Doomsday device that he normally rocks on stage, but he kills it on just regular tables, old school. So, needless to say, he's the Lord of the Underground. So, all of us are able to kind of collaborate, put our minds together, and really, we understand that the music. We're confident about the music. We love our music, just like any parent loves their child. Oh, they're great. My child is number one. But we wanted to make it a full sensory experience. So not just what you hear, but the outfits, the props on stage, what you see, the energy, the character interaction, the actors, the seeing part, and of course, you got to have that good old this sensory experience as well. So have a good old BBW, while you're having the show too. Then you got the comic book. So we really wanted to make sure that we had like a bunch of opportunities to enjoy the band, the story of the band, on stage and off stage. and we definitely try to make sure that what we do on stage and the music that everybody's hearing is pretty much concept and all cohesive with what happens in the comic book.
Excellent. And you already hit upon Bumblebee Wheat, which it started out as just Bumblebee Wheat, and then we made a blood orange version.
Oh, beautiful.
It was one of those things of I know Bumblebee Wheat was a favorite of a lot of people, but the blood orange is something that really seemed to catch on. So with how do you think having your own beer has allowed you to connect or has helped you with your audience?
Well, I mean, 9 times out of 10, you go to a rock show, we're drinking beer. I mean, the lines are long. Right between acts, you're almost kind of running to the bar and hating the fact that you got to leave because you might lose just like that. So, I mean, that was just a given. And we all everybody in the band, we all like to drink our beer when we're coming up with amazing riffs, amazing storylines and outfits and everything. And, if anything, I mean, we're a pretty joyous band. I mean, we definitely are some, like being able to like give a good cheers in the middle of like a party or whatever, and being able to have something like this, which we're completely grateful for with you guys to partner up with. It really has kind of taken the storyline to a different level too. Where it's like, hey, the only way that you can really become a true demigod or a titan is if you take in the music, release that inner god, and have a little sip of this right here, and you're on your way. You're in demigod school. So
that's awesome.
It definitely helps. And we have a comic book that actually explains how Bumblebee was actually to come about. So it just continues to go with the storyline. So entertainment, food, food and entertainment, the food industry, drinking industry with entertainment, it's just hand in hand. So it was kind of like a no-brainer. We're thankful for y'all to welcome us on this journey with y'all.
I'm glad we could do it too. It's really kind of cool that we're able to make a beer for a band.
Yeah.
And you mentioned your comic book. Who authors and draws all your comic books and does all that stuff?
Okay. So not the ex-FBI director, James Comey, not him, but his name is James Comey. And Gab had actually met him at a Philadelphia comic book convention at the Rotunda. And after going through like maybe 8 to 10 different comic book artists, every single one pointed Gab to Jimmy's direction. It was like, working with a band? Oh yeah, you want Jimmy. So not only is he an amazing artist, but how often do you get to link up with an artist that he's a nerd when it comes to Greek mythology. So he knows the story, and he'll tell you, no, your character doesn't do that. This is what he does. Okay, not a problem.
That's cool.
Yeah.
James has actually done a couple other labels for us too. So he's a very good artist. He's very good to have someone like that in our catalog that can just pop out what we're we just tell we were trying to come up with a name for Kiss Off, and Bill was struggling. I'm like, what about someone like just giving the old 2-finger salute, the old British 2-finger salute? And he did a great picture of Winston Churchill with a cigar, basically telling everybody off. So it's awesome.
He's a genius. He's a genius, man. I mean, really, when and he has like that real intelligent humor too. You know what I mean? And that blows me away. Like him and I, we definitely connected on like old school, like Fritz the Cat, and those type of old school comic book clips and the artists. Yeah, he's on point.
That's very cool. What would you say some of the Stereo Titans music? Do you guys have any particular influences or bands you look up to or stuff that you've kind of drawn from?
Yeah, as a matter of fact, in our bio, it definitely says if Rage Against the Machine and Public Enemy had an orgy. While Soundgarden is watching, something like that. It's definitely a huge mixture of all that. I mean, a lot of people have also, and I kind of agree too. It's kind of like like a soul metal, a metal soul, a funk metal, you know. Um, and I think that's kind of really attributed to like, each and every one of us come from different musical walks of life. So, I mean, Gab and I came from the Philly neo soul circuit, R&B circuit. Chris has been amazing with funk, rock, ska, reggae. Mark has been amazing with just like metal, punk rock. And once again, I mean, Ken, our DJ, he's, you know, so like underground hip hop with its scratches. So you put all that together, I mean, we're still trying to classify it, but we've heard funk metal, soul metal.
I was kind of thinking if Big Pun met up with Bad Brains and put some music together, that was kind of what I was. First time I listened to you guys, I was like, this is like almost undefinable. Like it would be hard to explain to anybody what
Yeah.
what it is. So
Oh, I mean, that's the music alone. Trying to explain the storyline is something else where it's like, hold on, stay with me. Stay with me. Wait for
so
episode 2. Yeah,
so
absolutely.
how has COVID impacted your you guys in terms of music development and like just in general staying fresh and keeping the vibe going and all that kind of stuff?
Well, I would definitely say naturally, like everybody else, I'm trying to stay clean and not curse, but it kicked up behind, because right when everything started to shut down is when we actually finished all of the instrumentals for the whole EP. And it was up to me now to go in and start the vocals. And right when things shut down, I had just laid down just the vocals just for one song. So it was just like, oh my God. So thankfully for our engineer, producer, amazing brother and friend, Ron DeSilvestro from Forge Recording and RDS Music, he has been so flexible. And, we tried to be safe, social distance, wear the mask. I'm in the vocal booth, mask off, come back into the main room, mask on, trying to share ideas. Hey, I'm thinking you maybe should turn up the what? But I mean, also on one of the tracks, it was like, just scream through the mask. Who's going to know? So,
Right.
I mean, doing like metal growls through like a mask, it was perfect. It was perfect. So, I mean, we did our best to be, open as much as we could, or as much as COVID will let us be open. So, we definitely were able to still be creative, have our meetings through Zoom, because it's not just what you do in the studio on stage, but it's what you do off stage. So having our Zoom meetings, what's next, we really had to be creative and think outside the box. And I'm very thankful that number one, that we're able to still come out with, we're about to come out with a very amazing product. And, and everybody's excited about it. We're itching for it. We're itching for it.
Did you guys get a chance to do any virtual shows or any like Zoom concerts or anything like that?
Oh man, yeah. Actually, we did one at it was the East Coast Gaming Expo, and it was a gamer con because we're into the gamer con, the nerd community, blurred community, and Comic Con community. Man, so we actually had a Twitch show, and the organizers, shout out to DJ Awesomeness Prime and East Coast Gaming Expo. They actually rented out like a big old conference room at I forgot what hotel, but it was kind of like over in Cherry Hill, and we were like, "You sure we're gonna be okay? We're not gonna get kicked out because we're not exactly quiet. We're not exactly the Temptations. We don't two step. We don't do any two stepping." Man, we pretty much did sound check for a good hour and no problem at all. The hotel management staff knew what was going on. They moved the hotel guests away from our side of where we were performing, and they moved people above us and below us and off to the side. But the minute that showtime hit, Scott, three songs, three songs out of like 10 cut off. We got cut
Wow.
off. For some reason, I mean, 3 floors up or 4 floors up, the general manager of all people happened to be there, and he heard it. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. But
That's more songs than Rage Against the Machine got on Wall Street though.
oh, what you know, I mean, with the tape and
Yeah,
being
yeah.
butt naked with it. Yeah. We'll take that anytime, anytime. But that was a fun experience, and we were so blessed to even have that. Because one thing that I definitely want to say to all those that did tune in, it was such a unique experience because um, I've never heard of a virtual mosh pit, but that got created. You know, people just like, oh, somebody threw a Molotov on so and so. I just picked up so and so and threw a fishbowl. Somebody just got thrown out the window. I guess anything's possible in a virtual mosh pit.
Absolutely,
So
man.
it was a lot of fun, and we really give a shout out to that whole family and the Comic Con community, the nerd community. It's just been so fun, and we miss everybody.
So you have a new album coming out, right?
Yeah, we got an EP coming out. Yep,
When's
absolutely.
when's that going to drop?
Well, we're probably within a couple of weeks. I don't exactly have an exact date just yet for our first single, which is called "Chaos Is My Name," and whew, it's a banger. It makes you want to like fight, not love, but fight. Drive real fast. Maybe not on Lincoln Drive, but we're excited about that. And then right after that, we're going to have another release. Can't say what that is, but it'll be like a month or two after that. And then we're hoping for the whole EP release kind of like right at the end of the summer. So we're talking about probably 8 tracks. And I'm really excited about the feedback that we've been getting about not just the music, but we do skits, interludes, characters kind of like going back and forth. And we got a lot of good feedback off of Zeus and Hecatonus. I forgot his name. So, just goofing off and have a good time in between each song. So we're going to have a really good blast kind of just pushing all that out. And we're excited for everybody to hear.
Awesome.
Yeah.
You I had a follow-up question. You guys booking any shows? You plan anything? Is anybody out there getting ready to have the Stereotitans go live and create some chaos in front of live people?
Well, that's what we're in the middle of doing right now. The good thing is when we did our Indiegogo campaign, we thank everybody that contributed, and it helped us out tremendously. And we were able to really take not just the band, but the whole brand to a whole new level where we were able to secure a publicist. And her name is Jamie Roberts from For the One Media. And she's really been helping us kind of navigate through finding the appropriate booking agent, and the local and the Philly rock scene has been amazing. Jim Thorpe, Vince Volts from DVT Entertainment. I mean, they've been helping us out with just trying to like make sure that we do everything right. Because the last thing we want to do, Scott, is kind of everybody's so eager for music right now,
Yeah.
and you don't want to rush it and coulda, woulda, shoulda. If anything, what this has had all taught us was take your time, make sure the brewing process is done right. And when you release it, make sure it's everything that you want it to be. So we're like right there when it comes to the performance piece. And it's going to happen very soon. We're not talking next year. We're talking very soon.
Cool. Very cool.
Yeah.
Anything else you want to tell us about Titans and what's going on? Anything like that? Did I miss anything?
Hey, man, I would definitely say that we've been very eager to perform. We miss everybody. We miss just that camaraderie within the local scene. We miss you guys, and we definitely also give a shout out and to the Glenside Ale House legends, and we miss the underground just like you guys. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We really thank y'all for welcome us into the Round Guys family, and we all definitely have been wanting to get to the point where we can do this and continue to push on. And also, we want to thank everybody for their support for our one-off single that we released in October, Breathe For You, which was our response song for the George Floyd murder. and the support that people had gave to Black Lives Matter, especially the Philadelphia chapter, and also to working educators, the teachers within the Philadelphia area. So thank y'all for that support with that too. And yeah, we're ready to rock. Everybody's upgrading their outfits. Props are getting upgraded. I mean, everything is going to be just so exciting. I mean, everything's changing. We got the blood orange. Everybody's upgrading. So we're just excited for that process of just being back just being back in the midst of everybody.
Excellent. Well, let's do the cheers.
Hey man, absolutely.
To a better 2021, and luck
right.
with the Stereo Titans, Bumblebee Wheat, and Round Guys.
Cheers, brother.
Cheers, everybody.
Oh my God. Thank you for this.
You're welcome. Damon, it's been a pleasure. I'm going to sign off. Thanks, everybody, for watching. It's always great to hear from someone other than me. I do talk a lot, and it's great to see you guys get a chance to talk to someone else in the Round Guys family, someone else we care about. And, say hello to Gab and Mark and the rest of the Titans and all those guys, and I'll talk to you soon.
You got
Thanks for watching.
Be safe out there, everybody.
I love you guys. Thanks for watching. See you later. Bye.